Hello, good morning, everybody on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Good morning. It's a beautiful Monday morning. Wow, what a beautiful day to be alive. It's the day the Lord has made, and I'm so excited. And guess what? It's the last day of November. Wow, we came to the end of this beautiful month. November, and we are about to enter that month you have been waiting for, and that is the month of celebration, and that is the month of December. So for everyone joining me, good morning once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. And for those that will still come on later and watch the replay, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for the share of your time. And I just want to appeal to you, like this video, share it with your friends, pass a comment, and then turn the notification button on, whether on Facebook, on YouTube. So anytime I come on, you will just know it. Thank you so much. It's such an honor being with you today. I truly appreciate you. I know 2 Mondays ago, we talked about authenticity in leadership. And last Monday, I looked at the power of your self-worth. Self-worth, the place it plays in authenticity in leadership. And today, I want to look at something that is very, very, very touching. It's something I know many people will be like, really? Sure? Do I want to do this? But if you must be an authentic leader, sorry, there is no choice. It's part and parcel. It's a part of the game, and that is vulnerability. So today, I'm talking about vulnerability in leadership. I know nobody wants to be vulnerable. I know nobody wants, even the feel, the sound makes you cringe. However, if you must be an authentic leader, it's part of the package. Vulnerability. What is it? What does it really mean to be vulnerable? Vulnerability is the quality of being open to hurt or attack. Wow. And you think I should do that as a leader? You think it's a need as a leader to be open to hurt or attack? So I should open myself up so that people can hurt me? It's part of the package. Listen to this. Vulnerable leaders inspire, they are more authentic, and they build bonds that lead to increased performance. So do you want to be authentic? Do you want to inspire? Do you want to build bonds? Then vulnerability is part of the package. Vulnerability is from that Latin word that talks about the state of being open to injury. Or somebody rightly says, appearing as you are. And that is what it is all about. You have nothing to hide. You have nothing. You just appear the way you are. So, vulnerability also is the willingness to show up and be seen by others in the face of uncertain outcome. Now, everybody wants to be prim and proper. Everybody wants to appear perfect. Everybody wants to appear all together. But the truth is this: no one is perfect. No one is all together except God. So why are you trying to be who you are not and you want people to follow you? If you must be an authentic leader, you cannot run away from being vulnerable. I pause so I can sink in. That's the truth. You must be willing to open yourself up to be hurt by others. You cannot put a wedge in front of you, build a tall fence. Nobody can reach you, nobody can touch you, nobody can hurt you, and think you'll be an authentic leader. It will not happen. Vulnerable leaders inspire. And so for you to inspire people, they must see the humanity in you. There's a lady that did a work on vulnerability that I love, Brainy, and she says that it is not there is not one single act of courage that does not involve vulnerability. And that caught my attention. So there's not one single act of courage that does not involve vulnerability. She said vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. So do you want to be innovative? Do you want to be creative? Do you want to change? Then welcome to vulnerability. What is vulnerability? It's people seeing your humanity. And when that dropped to me, I just loved it. I thought about it, I said, it's people seeing your humanity and they are still comfortable to follow you. Now, if you appear superhuman, they think they can never be who you are. They think they can never attain to it. So they leave you in that class and they stay away from you. They think you fell from heaven, but you and I know that's not true. When you appear superhuman, you put yourself beyond the reach of those you are leading. And that's the truth. So you can't afford to be to not be vulnerable as a leader. In Women on Fire, Brené Brown again said, vulnerability sounds like truth and feels like courage. And when I saw that, I just loved it. It said, vulnerability sounds as truth and feels like courage. And truth and courage are not always comfortable. But the truth is this, they are not signs of weakness. Many times we have seen vulnerability as a sign of weakness. No, it's just letting people know that you are human. And what they then hear is, if you can, I can. That's what people get to hear. They say to themselves, if this person can, then I also can. That is what they hear. So they are willing to aspire. That's why you inspire. They are willing to push themselves. They are willing to go the extra mile because they tell themselves, if you can, I can. And that is all you want to achieve as a leader. You want to encourage people. You want to inspire people. You want to make people do more than they think they can do. That is what it is. Vulnerability. Now, when people see you the way you are and they still follow you, then they can push themselves and go beyond their current state. But when people see you as superhuman, then they don't want to touch you. They think they cannot do it. They think they cannot achieve it, and they are not willing to submit to your superiority with ease. That's the truth. So what is it to be vulnerable? Is to admit your mistakes, is to seek help, is to apologize when you are wrong, is to acknowledge that you don't have all the answers, is to all of that is vulnerability. Is to tell somebody, I don't know this. I'm thinking, how can we get this done? Can we sit together? I know I'm your superior officer. I know I have the title, but in this area, I think you have a superior knowledge. Let's sit down together and brainstorm. That is what vulnerability is to be able to say, look, I thought I was right, but I'm wrong. I apologize. That is vulnerability. Is to say, look, I need help in this assignment. Can you help me? That is vulnerability. Is to acknowledge that in this area, in this assignment, in this new task, you need somebody else's input. That is vulnerability. Now, don't get me wrong. Vulnerability is not weakness. People think it is. It's one of the myths about vulnerability. They think it's weakness. It is not weakness. Rather, it's strength. That's the truth. It's strength. People understand that you are also human. And you know what actually happens? They go out of their way wanting to help, wanting to play their part to ensure that you succeed. That is the result of being vulnerable. Some people also think, another myth in vulnerability, some people also think that they cannot be vulnerable. They think, no, some people are beyond vulnerability. Hello, it's not true. Everybody experiences a vulnerability at one point in time or the other. Remember Jesus at the tomb of Lazarus? He wept. For the Bible to record it, he wept openly. So when something happens, no, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. What is don't cry? It is not a show of strength to tell somebody, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. No, allow the person let it out. It's okay to be vulnerable. Somebody passes on and tell the spouse or the daughter or the son or whatever, or the parents, and says, no, don't cry. You see, you're a Christian. Just trust God. Hello? Are you real? Let the person let it out. It's not a sign of weakness. You just say, at this point, I'm overwhelmed. And that song just came to my mind. If you're not a Christian, no apologies. I will to God you become one today. It says, and when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. That is a vulnerable person speaking. And another myth of vulnerability, and I want to emphasize it, vulnerability does not mean spilling out your secret to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. That is not vulnerability. Oh, you want me to talk about vulnerability today? So everybody you see, guess what? Everybody you see, guess what? No. It is not exposing your secret to everybody. It's not exposing your weakness to strangers. It's not throwing it all out there in the on the floor. No, vulnerability embraces boundaries. Vulnerability is a function of trust. That's the truth. It's sharing our feelings and our experiences with people that have earned the right to hear them. So people must win your trust. You must win people's trust for them to be vulnerable to you. So your boss can say, Yomi, I'm so sorry, I forgot this. Can we get it done? Truth is this, you have earned that trust with that person. So he can call you as a boss and say, Yomi, I'm so sorry, I forgot this. What can we do about it? And when you hear that as a subordinate, everything in you kicks up to ensuring it happens. Vulnerability is not stupidity. So it's sharing your secrets, your feelings, your experiences, your shortcomings with people who have earned the right to hear them. I agree. Being vulnerable takes courage. Remember at the beginning, I said it's allowing yourself or exposing yourself to be hurt. So, hello, you will be hurt. People would abuse trust, but that will not stop you from trusting again. People will abuse your confidence in them, but that does not stop you from having confidence in somebody else again. Relationship grows, and as it grows, the more vulnerable you can be to the person. I don't expect the same level of vulnerability to your spouse as to your staff in the office. It can't be the same. You can tell your spouse any and everything and knowing that that is it. But to your staff, there must be boundaries. So vulnerability is an art that you have got to learn. And you know the thing about learning, you fall and you rise again. You make mistakes, you correct them again. That's all about it. That's vulnerability for it. And one thing you must know in vulnerability is that you cannot go it alone. Life is not for only one person to do. Life is everybody coming together, everyone doing their bit, and together we achieve more. So you cannot go it alone. You cannot do it alone. You are not macho. You are not God. You cannot do everything. To be vulnerable to say somebody, can you help me with this? What are your thoughts on these issues? What do you think about this? That is all about vulnerability. You know, as I think about this and leadership, it occurs to me that today, employees, shareholders, colleagues, everyone is demanding honesty and transparency from leaders more than ever before. People want to feel the humanity in leadership. And it's only when they can feel your humanity that they are confident that you can be trusted. And that's the honest truth. So, today I've come your way with something that I'm sure most people are not comfortable with. You've got to be vulnerable to be authentic. But guess what? I'm so excited about this. Next week, Monday, 7:45 WAT, West African time. It's happening live on this channel, Facebook and YouTube. My Instagram friends, I'm sorry, I can't be live on Instagram next week, Monday. But you know what? Just join me on Facebook or join me on YouTube on Knox to Nugget. It's going to be awesome. I have 3 amazing friends coming up to talk about mentorship. Wow, I'm so excited about next week, Monday. If you know, you know. I'm just excited. I feel good, I feel cool, and I know it's going to be an awesome time. So don't miss it. Don't be told. Like my friend said, if you miss it, you miss out. Yes, there is a replay, but it's not the same thing. You will not feel the vibe the way you are feeling it here. You will not be able to ask your questions. You will not be able to make contributions. So just jump in live. Let's do this together next week, Monday, 7:45. and let's have a good time out on this same channel as we talk about mentorship. Who is coming on? Guess who? Three awesome friends. Oh, BMG is going to be online next Monday. Binta Max Binije. If you have not heard her, you have been missing. Don't miss it. Who else will be with me? Oh, my darling young friend is with me in the house, Dora. You don't know her? Come next Monday and meet her, an amazing young lady. And who else in the house? Guess. It's Forever. Forever, the MC, the comedian, is also going to be in the house. Next week morning is going to be a blast. And it's not for 15 minutes. We're going for like 30 minutes. And we're going to be talking, having fun. I wish we could do some dance that day, but let's see how it goes. Next week, Monday, don't miss it. You miss it, you miss out. So vulnerability is one attribute of a good leader. Vulnerability is not stupidity. I'm looking at all the comments online that I can see from here. Thank you. All the way from Canada, you are on the line. Wow. Thank you. From the US, thank you. Everybody on the call, you staffed your sleep to join me. I truly do appreciate you. Everybody on this call, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And for those that will watch after now, thank you again. Let's do this next week, Monday. If you're on Instagram, remember, jump into Facebook, either on my page or on Knox to Nuggets, or go to YouTube, Knox to Nuggets. Let's have a fun time together. I'm so excited. December is here and December 7 is here. So until next week, Monday, at 7:45. Here is your wonderful host, friend, partner, team member, whatever I am to you, telling you, thank you for being with me. See you next Monday as we talk mentorship. And don't ever forget this. Together we win. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now. Yeah. So we're going off air now. Instagram friends, I'm coming back to tell you, don't forget, join me on Facebook, join me on YouTube. Let's do this together. Yes, Auntie Bina, I see you. Doopsy, thank you. Gilbert, thank you. All my Instagram friends, let's do it next week, Monday, on Facebook or on YouTube. Love you all and bye for now.